being able to run after catch. So, those guys always seem to find a way to hook up down the field. So, we'll kind of see how it plays out.
Just today, Wednesday, what's the O-line that you're working with?
I mean, whoever's available.
What do you have, man?
All of them practice today, I think, except maybe Ted was limited. But, I mean, we're rotating guys in there and stuff.
So today it would be Brindle at left guard?
I mean, it was a little bit today. We move those guys around a lot in practice because, like different guys taking, center work and things like that. Like, just got to be ready for all that stuff because you're only going to have 7 most of the time. So you got to have a good contingency plan if somebody goes down.
What are you seeing from Laramie and Jawan when they're responding the next day?
I mean, they seem to keep improving. I feel like both of them were, good yesterday, and then today they seem like, there's a lot of passing going on, so they got to, they're working their sets a lot. So, but they seem like they're in better shape than what they were last week. I know that.
And when you look at your difficulties in the red zone, is there a theme? I haven't seen like drop passes or penalties or anything like that. Have you detected anything?
Yeah, we missed a couple opportunities. We just got to get the ball to the right guy, and it just comes down to when we have our opportunities, we got to hit them. We just haven't finished the plays the way we need them to get in the end zone.
Is there anything you guys can do is this personal accountability, execution, or?
I mean, we just got to make the play when it's there. Whether it be, throw it, catch it, protect it, however it works out.
Adam, what makes T.Y. Hilton so unique?
I mean, he's really fast, and he can stretch the field, which when you have a guy like that gets DBs a little nervous, so they back off a little bit, make sure he doesn't beat him over the top, and then all of a sudden now he's just catching clean 20-yard routes, and then he can run after the catch. So, I mean, anytime you get a guy with speed like that, it just puts a lot of stress on everybody else.
What's been Jake Brendel's trajectory since he's been here? Has there been a ton of improvement, or is there something you look back on as a point where he really sold you guys on keeping him around?
I think a lot of it has to do with the longer he's been around and the more he's absorbed the offense, the faster and better he's played. And I do think, he had a really good energy about him when he came back from that injury. I know that was a long time for him, because he didn't really have a choice. He had to wait. And I think he was chomping at the bit, and when he came back, he's made everything count.
Is he one of your smartest guys?
He's probably up there. I don't know. I haven't really given out like IQ tests or anything.
You planning on watching the games tomorrow?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead.
What do you think of some of the?
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
That's great.
What do you think of some of the reasons that the team's overall penalties have decreased this season?
I think we've been a little up and down. It's like 1 week. I think at the beginning of the year we were really low, and then we hit like a really bad streak where we dropped down pretty far, and it seems like it's cleaned up a little bit lately. It's really about just being consistent week in and week out, and it all comes down to that's why we try to make a big emphasis on individual. It's fundamentals, technique, hand placement. Do the right things at the beginning of the play to make sure that you're not putting yourself in a bad position.
Adam, with tight end snaps, we saw obviously Derby finally healthy, played the most of the group last week. Is tight end snaps for you now mostly who is our best match of this particular opponent as opposed to who did well in practice that week? A combo of both?
I think some of it is situational. Some of it is, moving those guys in and out. We're trying to make sure we keep the run pass fairly even. I know sometimes it could get tilted one way or the other. So, I mean, we got different packages for different guys, and some games, one guy's package might get called more.
Hasn't been sacked in 5 straight games. What does that tell you about what's going on there?
I think their O-line's playing really well. I think he's doing a good job of getting the ball out. Receivers are doing a good job getting open. I mean, it's a group thing that occurs when you have like a run like that going on. I mean, it can't just be the quarterback. It can't just be the line. I mean, it takes everybody to make sure that, all those guys do their job right, and the quarterback gets the ball out. That's when you have a streak like that.
And you just evaluate him. I mean, he for a long time was hurt for so long, and now he looks like he's the Andrew Luck
I mean, he looks what I remember. You know, and I saw him play maybe like second year, and he's tough. He make every throw. You know, he's got good anticipation. His accuracy is really good. I mean, he's a tough guy to go. When him being healthy and him, you know, the more he's played, you can see the confidence is going up. You know, and hopefully we just keep him in the pocket. Last thing I want to do is have him get his confidence back and he wants to start running around. That's when it gets really frustrating.
The way he's playing, the points they're putting up, can you guys afford to get in a shootout with them, or are they going to have to find a way to hold them down?
If we get in a shootout, that means we scored a touchdown, which I'm all for. So, like, it's been a while. So we need to do everything we can to play team football. So we got to make sure we hold them to field goals if we get them in the red zone. You know, we have to find a way. If we do get a turnover, we got to create points out of that on offense. You know, and we can't let anything on special teams. We got to be effective at, you know, of being on the positive in the special teams area. So this is, you know, we've been talking about it, especially the last couple of weeks of, you know, we don't have one side favored over the other. Like, we got to play team football, and we got to make sure that we're doing a good job with the turnover margin, and our penalties need to stay down, and we got to figure out a way to win the third down battle.
How did
Do
you
you get a chance tomorrow to take just some time to enjoy Thanksgiving with your family?
Probably not. They're not here, so
How did Ryan respond before practice today? And how did
he's
he do
good.
today?
He's good. It's been the last 2 days. I mean, he's been excited to get out there. You know, I think he was really tired of watching. So, you know, you can tell he's fired up. Both days he's been out there, he's been excited to be out there.
Guys good?